Hey there, it's the Machine of Nonsense, episode 87, and we did our Marvel stuff a bit early, guys. We peaked a bit early, so it's round two.
Prepared.
We were prepared. We knew that Comic-Con would come out this weekend and just announce everything, just everything. I'm your host Eric, joined as always by Kayla.
Hey.
And we've got Mike on the pod.
What are we predicting? Phase 8? We're predicting
Phase 8, yeah.
That's what we're doing. And Tomas.
Hail Hydra. What's up?
Hail Hydra, indeed. So as I teased, Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con 2022 is going on right now. I should have been more aware of that before our episode 86 was all about the MCU, Phase 4, all of that, because we've gotten a lot of Marvel news in the last couple days. It's the last day as we record this, so if you're wondering why we're not talking about like Oscar Isaac going on stage in full Solid Snake uniform, we haven't seen it yet, you know? So anything from the final day of San Diego Comic-Con will not be discussed on this pod, but I'm sure, something cool will be there. Tony Stark is resurrected or something like that.
He was a hologram in the comics for a while, and then he did come back. So
Marvel zombies.
We do also have a little game we're going to be playing called Casting the X-Men. So we will be doing that as well.
That's not a game, Eric.
It's a game.
That's life. It's a dream.
He's right. X-Men, about the only thing not announced at San Diego Comic-Con. Let's talk about some of the cool non-Marvel stuff. So I'm just going to rapid fire this out here. We got a trailer for the Sandman. Finally, it's coming August 5th for Netflix. That looked pretty interesting there. We got another trailer for Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power, September 2nd, coming to Prime. Interview with the Vampire, coming to AMC October 2nd. This is a series based in the Lestat world of Anne Rice. Black Adam, coming October 21st to theaters. Dwayne Johnson came out to San Diego Comic-Con in full Black Adam costume. He's into Black Adam. I don't know if anyone else is. Shazam, Fury of the Gods, December 21st, coming to theaters. And we got Dungeons and Dragons. What is it? Something about a thief, right? Honor Among Thieves is the subtitle, coming March 3rd, 2023. And we got some casting announcements on this. Chris Pine's playing the Bard. Michelle Rodriguez, the Barbarian. I think it's Reggie Jean Page is the gentleman's name, playing the Paladin. Could be Roger, yeah. He's got a little like tilde thing going on.
Yeah, it sounds very French to me.
Maybe
Page.
Right, yeah, I could have ruined it. Justice Smith as the Mage, and Sophia Lillis, the Druid, and Hugh Grant in, I don't know if they've said what he is, but...
He's Hugh Grant.
He's Hugh Grant. I think he's just Hugh Grant playing Hugh Grant in Dungeons.
I rolled a 4. I'm sorry.
So sorry.
Oopsie daisies.
I'm just a mage standing in front of a druid asking her to love me, I think is the line. Yes.
Yeah, I gotta say, I am liking the druid representation. You know, I've rolled many a druid in my heyday.
The druid looks super like OP. Like the druid looks like, so it's Sophia Lillis from It. She's got like cool like transmogrification powers and stuff. She turns into an owl bear. She seems like she can slip through dimensions or through, I don't know. There's some weird stuff that looks like the druid looks like super powerful and stuff.
Yeah. Nature wizard, pretty much.
Yeah, I thought that's what I thought. I thought like, she's gonna be able to control trees or something. She's gonna be, Groot, but no,
dire wolves.
Really cool stuff there. Anything, Dungeons or Dragons or otherwise, anything catch anyone's fancy? Anything we're super excited about?
Found out that there's a Gremlins cartoon coming out. And
Oh,
all about that. Randall Park is going to be a part of it from WandaVision and other things. And the original guy, Zach Galligan, I believe, from the original movies.
Yeah, Zach Galifianakis, yes.
that's exactly where my brain just
He's
connected
going to
to
be in
that.
it as well. There was like a Beavis and Butthead panel apparently, and Mike Judge was asked about King of the Hill coming back,
baby.
and he's still teasing that out like it's like highly likely, I believe.
How long am I gonna keep following that reel? Could use some more King of the Hill in my life.
And really, they did early screening for Prey, the new Predator movie, and everyone's been raving about that, saying it's like great. So,
Nice.
that's coming to Hulu next month, I believe, early next month. So
I would
really
like to see
excited
that
for
do well.
I'm excited. Yeah.
It's been a while since seen some good Predator, action.
Yeah, I don't know if we've talked about it at all on the pod, maybe just briefly, but it's set in like a Native American community a couple hundred years ago, and
Comanche tribe or something.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Sick.
And it's just, it's a cool concept of like, okay, what would Native Americans do against the Predator? Like it's a simple premise, but really, really cool. Seems like it's a female-led movie. A young
sick
female
poster
warrior.
Of her, like her war paint is the Predator blood and shit. It's awesome.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Oh man, sign me up. All in, baby.
Yeah, it's coming to Hulu early next month. It's the 5th or the 10th, something like that.
The
5th? Yeah, nice.
Another thing coming to Hulu. Coincidentally, I only saw this during one of the previews of my workout when I got YouTube on in the background. But the Mike Tyson, I guess, I don't know if it's a biopic or, but that's coming to Hulu too.
Nice. The dude's fascinating.
I got a soft spot for Iron Mike. He's had a lot of struggles in his life, but I'm curious to see that too.
Yeah, he's made the most of it in a lot of ways. Like he's had this like rebirth as just like a multimedia mogul. Like he's just in random things. He's a bird trainer.
In airplanes.
Yeah, I don't know.
He loves
pigeons.
Just wild. Yeah. Just a super interesting man.
Yeah. Just a soft guy that punches real hard.
I thought that Lord of the Rings trailer was really good.
Ooh.
That looked pretty cool.
It was. It's gonna be fascinating. Those two, like House of the Dragon, coming to HBO. The two fantasy series, arguably the two biggest ones.
Clash.
Going head to head in a lot of ways. Really interesting to see on that. But yeah, Lord of the Rings looks like a lot of fun. They showed a lot also. That was another trailer where there's a lot of detail in that one.
Yeah.
I
want it to be fantastical, and it looks like it will be. The costumes look pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Everything looks great. I just am really impressed by the scale of everything on there. It looked movie quality for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Galadriel, they're following her in that one. That's Kate Blanchett's character, right, from the original trilogy. Yeah,
they got a good likeness, like a young actress who I'm not familiar with. I wish I even knew her name right off the top of my head, but I think it's a good likeness.
Hard to pronounce.
Yeah.
Don't pretend like she's not your Jubilee, Eric. All right.
Well, hey,
don't play coy with me.
No spoiling my list.
Oh
guys.
my!
Who are you picking?
It is quite unique. I don't even know how to say it. Her first
Morphid.
Yeah.
Or Morphide.
Yeah. Morfydd.
2 Ds. That's the
no,
one.
I mean her real name, not her character, guys.
I think it's easier to pronounce her. Galadriel.
Oh. So that's all the non-Marvel stuff that's fit to publish on the Machine of Nonsense. But I teased it. We got a boatload of Marvel stuff. So you're getting 2 episodes that are focused primarily on the MCU. Last week we talked all about our top 5s, and this week we got a ton of news coming to us from San Diego Comic-Con. We got trailers, we got release dates, release windows on things, even out as far as 2025. New phases. We got a lot. So I'm going to start with the stuff that is not really in a phase, a lot of like offshoot stuff, some of it coming very soon. We're getting I Am Groot, August 10th, coming to Disney+. These are 5 animated short, or not, they're not necessarily animated, shorts featuring Groot, the title character. This is kind of cute. This is kind of fun. I feel like it's just going to be a silly little offshoot thing. I don't know if Groot can really carry a series, but 5 little shorts shouldn't be,
he was Baby Yoda before Baby Yoda, man. Like
that's true.
Baby Groot.
I remember the little, they got like the little dancing cactuses that people keep in their cars, or like the daisies and stuff. Yeah, they did that a lot with the Groot.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That should be fun. Just little, appetizer for the big stuff. Now my question is, how's it going to tie into the MCU? How's that like tying into Phase 7? Well, we'll know. When it's all said and done. I think Hercules is showing up actually in I Am Groot. I think that's what I heard. Yeah,
could be the whole thing right there.
Team up we all want.
The team up we actually do want. X-Men 97 coming fall 2023. So we finally kind of have an idea of when we're getting X-Men 93. So this is the follow-up, the sequel to the old 90s animated X-Men TV show that we all know and love, especially you, Kayla. I know this one was a big one for you.
Mm-hmm, yeah. I want to check it out now.
Yeah, I could give it another shot. It is on Disney+. I tried.
They're like reordering the episodes in the right order. I guess they had episodes all
fucking clusterfuck.
They did. That was part of my issue. I was real confused at points.
Yeah, I remember you telling me like you got to Apocalypse like really fast. And like, wait, what?
Episode 2, Apocalypse.
I think that was like how they released, though. I think that was like they had the it based on release on Disney Plus, and I think now they're doing some work to reorder them in a way that makes sense from a canon standpoint. But
I don't know. Just as a child, I just remember always like catching it during the fucking like Phoenix Saga. Like I just remember like the Hellfire Club, and like must have seen that saga a few times. Either that or there was always a Juggernaut doing something in the background.
Did you guys see like the stills of the team and stuff like that?
I only saw Magneto, the new leader of the X-Men.
X-Men.
He looks interesting.
They showed like a whole group shot of the heroes and the villains. Looks like Mr. Sinister coming back.
I love Mr. Sinister.
Love Mr. Sinister.
Had a cool looking Bishop and Cable and all our favorites. It looks good. It looks like it's still has 90s. That great crisp 90s look to it, but with just a little more update, just a little enough,
Can't wait for that one. I'm
excited.
A lot of fun. We're going to be talking a lot of X-Men today, folks. A lot of X-Men.
Better still have that fucking intro. I swear to God. They touch that thing, I'm out.
Oh yeah. Kayla, this one's for you. What if season 2 early 2023?
It matters.
They knew Kayla loved it so much they even went and just announced season 3. So.
Not in a phase. Not in a phase.
So there you go. I mean, like it does. They're saying it doesn't quite matter. But it
doesn't quite matter.
Yeah, they said we're getting Shang-Chi characters in there. Ooh. A lot of the new crew. in this one, and yeah, I'm all for it.
And a whole series of zombies, a whole thing itself.
Yeah, exactly.
For that.
I'm interested in how that's gonna work out because I really liked that one episode of What If with the zombies.
Multiverse, man.
I don't know.
That's it. It's just a multiverse.
I just don't know if it has enough to control a whole kind of.
Yeah, that is a lot, seeing as we've had so much zombie stuff just in general. But Marvel Zombies, we've got a release window for that is 2024, so that's an offshoot, like we mentioned, of What If. But the cool thing on this one is it's going to be TVMA. Disney Plus originally had... during their first 3 years of their launch, had a strict rule against any mature content. PG-13 was going to be the hardest content you were going to get on Disney Plus. Well, recently they've added Deadpool 1 and 2 and Logan to Disney Plus, and now they're just gonna do this Marvel Zombies is gonna be TVMA. So they're gonna be able to do more, make it more bloody, make it more adult. And that at least makes it a little more interesting for me. More zombie stuff. Do we need it? But
yeah, I had to explain to the kids that they could not watch Logan when it was
oh no,
we can watch it. No,
nah, you can't.
From the first 5 minutes, no child should be in the room.
Right.
Yeah.
But there's a kid in it. Look, see.
Right. Yeah. Who murders 20 dudes violently. I love it. Oh, and the final not in a phase thing we got, kind of sort of two things, but Spider-Man freshman year and Spider-Man sophomore year. Freshman year's got a release window of 2024. Sophomore year's to follow at some point, and these are going to be Disney Plus animated series following, I think, in the canon of the MCU, but before we got introduced to the character, to Tom Holland's Spider-Man character in Captain America Civil War. I guess his origin maybe, and some interesting things. Because, when we're introduced to him, he's already kind of been figuring things out.
I need to know what happened to that Uncle Ben. I gotta know why he's not around.
What if they just he's just a homewrecker? He just left.
Ben. Yeah, he's deadbeat Ben.
Yeah,
I'd sign up for that one.
He's completely alive, just living with his mistress or something.
Oh man, he left Marissa Tomei.
I didn't say Uncle Ben was smart.
Deadbeat.
Yeah, deadbeat. So
not interested in that one, honestly. Sorry.
I think I guess I don't know if Tom Holland is going to be doing the voice at all, or how much they're going to be leaning into the same humor and everything else. I want more Tom Holland Spider-Man, and I like animated stuff. But if it's just another animated Spider-Man show that kind of has nothing to do with Tom Holland other than just it's the same guy, but it's not the same guy.
Not a phase.
Not a phase.
It's pre Spider Bite. It's literally just him going through high school. Just
I'd watch it. I don't know. I love if it's Tom Holland, I'd watch it. Phase 4. Let's talk about it. It only has 2 more entries, mercifully. I think we've all been a little down on
Put it
Phase
down,
4.
baby. Put it down.
But we know that we have 2 more entries. We have a series, which is She-Hulk, coming soon, August 17th to Disney Plus, and we have Black Panther: Wakanda Forever coming November 11th to theaters, and we got trailers for both of these. I enjoyed this She-Hulk trailer more than I liked the first one, and I thought this Black Panther trailer was actually really good. I'm still a little concerned of how it's all gonna go, but I liked both of these trailers, and I'm also very happy to have Phase 4 out of the way. So
that Wakanda trailer is trailer of the year. I don't know. That was fantastic. I had no kind of ink, like was really worried about that project after seeing that. I don't know. I think Coog's got it. Coogler's gonna figure it out. I don't know. It just seemed perfect, like how they laid it all out in that thing. I don't know.
We get to see like a silhouette from the back of somebody in the Black Panther costume. Do we have any inkling on who that might be?
Probably Suri, right?
Yeah, that's what I would think.
She bulked up.
She was the Black Panther for a while in the comics. Like he turned over the role.
Our boy Namor coming out of the water there looked pretty cool.
Namor the Submariner.
So he's just Aquaman, right? Like he's just Aquaman.
Kind of.
Pretty similar, yeah. The Atlanteans. He's like their leader. He's half human, half Atlantean.
Yeah.
Which causes, friction among his people, of course.
He's
exactly Aquaman.
But he wants to come and take Wakanda, seems.
They are going, I believe.
Oh man,
there is a war between.
Yeah, they got some mad beef, like in the comics. There's some kind of confusion between him and the Black Panther. I forget how it exactly goes on, but like they got a mutual respect for each other at a certain point, like when it comes to like saving the world and stuff. But like they got mad like underlying beef between each other.
Okay.
And just hearing Angela Bassett's like. It seems like she's like giving out a speech to the people, this land that's lost their leader and is now gonna have to fight without him, like, man. So
gotcha.
I got chills watching. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was really good.
The first 30 seconds, was just really touching. I think they did it the exact right way. You said trailer of the year, yeah, you might be right. We'll see if they can stick the landing. I thought the She-Hulk trailer I mentioned, I enjoyed it a little bit more than the first one that we got. Kayla and I both kind of agreed in the first trailer, She-Hulk was just being like weirdly kind of sexualized a lot. And
single female lawyer.
You'll like her when she's angry.
Yeah, and this one. This one allowed her to just like have a cool personality. She's got what seems to be like cool rapport with Mark Ruffalo's Hulk, and she just seemed, I don't know, cool and like an interesting character all her own. Aside from being a big attractive green lady,
I think they both look weird.
I agree.
I don't know. It just doesn't work for me. Hopefully they can. I don't know. Harder lines in there before launch.
I was gonna say, you mean like they're kind of like aura-y? They're kind of like, not defined lines.
Yeah, they look
like they kind of look CGI in.
Yeah, they don't look real at all.
Stands out. Yeah.
I feel you on that.
Like planted into the scenery, kind of shit.
No wrinkles on that face.
It does kind of go with a theme of that we've said about Phase 4 of the like visual effects kind of being a step down from what we've been used to in a way. So once Phase 4 is over, I think we're good. We'll get the good stuff again.
Turn it back up.
Googler ain't letting that happen. It seems because Wakanda looks damn good. Looks like a legit.
And that's where all the money went, I guess.
Yeah.
And I know, like, all these effects companies are, like, working tooth and nail for Marvel and trying to hit these deadlines and stuff. I feel bad for them that they get kind of drug under the bus for this. But, yeah, it just seemed like Wakanda would be the main point for them to hit. Like, kind of, okay, we don't have to really do too much for She-Hulk. The Thunderbolt and Thor can look like a Fisher-Price toy. Like we don't. So we'll see. I think ending Phase 4 on a great note,
on a high note,
would be awesome. I hope.
Yeah, I'm excited for that one. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. So that's November 11th, Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, to end Phase 4. And now we know what Phase 5 is going to be. We know all of it, actually. I think this is official.
Insane.
And there's a lot. I'm just going to rapid fire here. We've got some actual dates, which is hilarious that they're like, yeah, we know what this date is going to... We're going to hit
change.
this date. Right.
Yeah.
They've done this before.
Scares me, to be honest.
But Phase 5, all right. Strap in, folks. All right. Antman and the Wasp, Quantumania.
Woo.
Easier to type than I originally thought. I thought I was going to have to, but that one's pretty easy to type. February 17th, 2023. Secret Invasion, Spring 2023, coming to Disney+. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, May 6th, 2023.
Ooh.
Echo, Summer 2023, Disney+. Loki, Season 2, Summer 2023, coming to Disney+.
There we go.
The Marvels, July 28th, 2023. Blade, Mahershala Ali's Blade, November 3rd, 2023. Nice. Ironheart, Fall 2023. Agatha, Coven of Chaos, Winter 2023 or 2024. Daredevil, Born Again. He's born again. I think Charlie Cox is coming back, folks. Spring 2024. Captain America, New World Order, May 3rd, 2024. And Thunderbolts to wrap it up. That's July 26th, 2024. They're not moving off that date. That is when Phase 5 is ending. Mark it down on your calendars. Buy your tickets right now. That is a lot, guys.
That's okay. So we're just talking about CG issues in Phase 4 because deadlines and trying to push shit out the door.
Yeah, they're doing all this.
That don't make me feel too comfortable. It's a lot to fit into 2 years, man.
I mean, they showed footage for Ant-Man, Secret Invasion. They showed a Guardians trailer. And then the Wakanda trailer, I believe. And did you guys hear about the Ant-Man footage that they showed?
A little bit. No. That we're getting Bill Murray, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like Paul Rudd's character, Scott Lang, has written a book about, everything that's happened and stuff. We know he has a podcast from Miss Marvel and such. And I guess he just gets like transported to the quantum realm or some shit, and he's, in front of Kang, a version of Kang, MODOK, and Bill Murray. I don't know who Bill Murray is.
Is Bill Murray MODOK?
No, MODOK is in full CG, MODOK mode, and then you just have Bill Murray as someone, maybe the Watcher or something.
They haven't announced if MODOK is going to be Patton Oswalt, right? Like from the Hulu show. Like that's not a known thing at this point.
I think they're going to do that. I kind of hope they don't.
I'm trying to forget that show.
Oh,
yeah, I've heard it's got like a 5 or something. It's like the lowest rated Marvel thing.
Yeah,
it was fine. It's not MCU caliber kind of thing. It doesn't mesh. And apparently that Guardians trailer was really having people kind of well up.
Wow.
It was like kind of set to the Flaming Lips, Do You Realize? And it was kind of like a real emotional tone piece, which I'm fucking excited for that. I think they've been seeing people tweeting like that this script is like a masterpiece and blah, blah, blah. So we'll see.
So you're saying the song that has a line that reads, "Do you realize that someday everyone you know will die?" is sad? From the Flaming Lips? Oh, okay. Okay.
Hey man, it's MCU. Everybody's died already at some point. No biggie.
But I guess it showed footage of
bring them back.
Alternate reality Gamora leading the Ravengers and Peter Quill doing everything he can to like reconnect with this person that has no idea who he is. And
that's a little heartbreaking. Ouch.
I think that's super compelling. Like I that's what I'm most excited for. I think like Peter Quill and Gamora's whatever that's gonna be. Just reminds me of like Fry from Futurama, you know.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. I guess in Ant-Man and the Wasp, we're also getting Cassie, right? Is Scott Lang's daughter? She's going to be
Stature, I believe is her name. Her superhero name.
Stature. That's a fun name. Kind of like that.
Yeah, I had no idea that she joined like the crew like that. So that was cool to see that. Cool looking poster. Kang looks awesome in the poster.
Gang.
Gang.
We might be talking about Kang a little bit more coming up in Phase 6 talk, but anything else before we get out of Phase 4? I did want to mention the Marvels, which I wasn't initially excited for at all. I thought that Captain Marvel movie was not great or whatever else, but I thoroughly enjoyed Miss Marvel. Really, really liked that show. And I know that like she's gonna be a part of that. That's like the during the credits of Miss Marvel, she will return in the Marvels. So that's intriguing enough. Like she's apparently probably gonna get to meet her idol and everything else, Captain Marvel. And
need to pick better idols.
Yeah, I'm okay to give Captain Marvel another shot. You know, like give her another go, second chance at life. I don't know.
Ugh. I think this is a great slate. I don't know. There's not too many like bad eggs here. I would get rid of Echo and Agatha real fast. Agatha sucks, but
no, dude.
Yeah, I was really hoping to see something from Blade.
Yeah, same here.
Sweet ass logo that they made.
It's a good logo.
Sick.
Pretty soon, though. I mean, less than a year or a year away, I guess, at this point.
Yeah, it's quite a bit away.
We got announced 3 years ago. Like, I know, like, COVID and everything, but man, it just seems like it keeps slipping further away somehow. I hope they can start planting seeds for X-Men and some of this stuff.
I want X-Men.
I hope that in Wakanda we can kind of get who's going to be Storm. I think it would be awesome if Anthony Mackie in the Captain America movie finds out about Weapon X program somehow. Yeah. He's investigating these other super soldiers.
Wow.
Those are good plans, because Storm was married to the Black Panther in the comics at a certain point. So
I think it'd be really
up
cool.
Some expectations.
You gotta have them. You gotta it's Marvel. It's you know.
Are you working behind the scenes, Mike? You
I hope in the Marvels movie that somehow Carol Danvers maybe saving a Georgia Peach, and Rogue winds up absorbing something from her. Like I don't know. It's all right there. Like
get Feige on the phone, man. Good Lord, this guy is spitting.
They need to put you on the bankroll, buddy.
I will say, so I'm gonna say right now, spoiler warning for Miss Marvel. Just it's gonna move forward 30 seconds if you care. Right now, the word mutant is used for the first time, I believe, in the MCU during that show. So they are now canon, and that is really cool.
Apparently that's what the X-Men project's going to be called, is the mutants. So
the mutants.
But the old mutants, right? Not the new mutants.
No, not those.
Just mutants.
Not those. But what is everyone excited the most out of that whole block right there?
X-Men. No.
Out of Phase 5?
Yes, Kayla.
Oh, there's a lot of good ones in there.
Big.
Initially, boom, Guardians. That's the first,
yeah.
I'm already attached to that. I wanna know what's coming.
Yeah, it was such a bummer, their weird inclusion in Thor and just how they ruined that whole, as Guardians of the Galaxy, what could have been kind of thing real fast. But I really hope this is a good rebound for them, and we just get awesome, fun times with that great cast. So.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
Tomas,
say
what do you
it's yeah, Tomas.
Secret Invasion's kind of always been like on my little back burner for a while. Like they've dropped hints about it for a while, and I've been wondering when that was finally going to come to fruition. Obviously, I'm excited for Loki season 2. I would like to.
Yes.
Yeah, it's funny. Is like right now, Jackie's next to me, and she's saying no because we're watching the MCU like in order now, and we just watched Avengers,
time.
and she started with Loki in the Loki series.
Oh no.
Like, he's such a dick, and I'm like, it's like there's a lot of character development you didn't see.
That's why Loki season 1 is so great.
It's so good.
Oh
Right
man. So, try to catch her up to speed before we get to Loki season 2. But yeah, Loki was just fun, and I'm excited. Got the Kang gang started. I just kind of want to see where they keep taking that, and maybe see a little bit more wow in the MCU.
Gotta get him on that jet ski, man.
Yep, need that jet ski.
So mine, of course, is Agatha, Coven of Chaos.
Oh, yeah.
You
Of
know,
course.
the heavy hitter.
We gotta see what White Vision's up to.
It's a white vision.
Oh boy, I don't like that name. So I've got like a 1A, 1B. My 1B is the Daredevil Born Again series. I loved Daredevil. Really excited to see how they work him in. I'm a little concerned. There's 18 episodes, is what they're saying. That's a lot. That's probably too much.
Wow.
Seen a ton of high praise for this run. Like the Born Again comic is like one of the best, apparently.
Okay.
So.
I think Charlie Cox is really good. I like him as Daredevil. I liked that Netflix series a lot. And I want more, but my 1A, my one ant, if you will, is Antman and the Wasp. Those first 2 movies are perfectly fine. They kind of are doing their own thing. They're not like amongst my favorite or anything, but they're fun. This
I stand
one,
alone.
I'm extremely excited because Kang is right there on the poster. And I'm in the Kang gang, baby. So seeing that poster, that was the first thing that I saw. Kayla showed me. She was like, "Hey, have you seen the poster?" She had it on her phone. I was like, "No, I didn't." And boom, he's right there. He looks fucking cool. And that's soon. That's this February. So that's what's getting me the most hype, I think, is Ant-Man and the Wasp. Quantumania.
Yeah, Marvel needs to call us for like marketing like advice. You need to get some Kang Gang shirts out there. Mike, you need to get on the writing department. Just give you the whole like the keys to Phase 7.
I'll take them.
I think, okay, group costume idea for C2E2 2023. We all go as different versions of Kang.
Kang
but like with some like gold chains and stuff, like different, like make it super hip hop and go as Kang Gang.
I'm in.
I kind of
love it.
So that's Marvel Phase 5. A lot. Mike? Did you say what you're most excited for? I don't know if we gave you the floor. You prompted, but I don't think you did me.
I'm really interested in what that blade is going to be like. How
it's gotta have it.
Like Mahershala's great. Is he gonna be on like Spider-Man squad? Who's he gonna be like teamed up like eventually? Like I'm eager.
Who's he hanging out with, man?
How does he fit into this whole thing?
Is he fighting Morbius?
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to watch that soon.
Let me.
I mean, Phase
Let's
6
ask him.
is like the biggest like group thing ever. Like, and it's gonna make Endgame look childish in comparison. Look very small. So
yeah,
man, I just hope all this stuff works. I don't know. Like, Secret Invasion, I don't know what the difference between that and Secret Wars is. I'm eager to just see what that
In for the
is. If
ride.
it's gonna be like teeing up for that more, or I'm excited that Ant-Man's getting up, like he's in the A squad now. Like Quantumania seems like it's going to be like the big push for the multiverse saga. They're labeling this.
He's right.
So
Yeah.
and it was cool to see Daredevil at the end of that She-Hulk trailer.
Mm-hmm.
A little
Right.
quick little tease of him with the little batons there.
Yeah, man. Double lawyer squad. What's up?
Oh yeah.
Lawyer Squad versus Kang Gang. Here we go. I
Oh
like it.
shoot.
Man, well, the King Gang needs some lawyers, man.
They gonna need him.
Blade opens with Blade just murdering Jared Leto, just murdering Morbius, and
God, that'd be
Marvel just
great.
getting rid of that from the canon. I
Send
think.
that. Out of all the things we've said, the X-Men stuff was important, but let's let them know.
Oh, so the final thing before whatever comes today, because like I said, we're recording during Comic-Con, the final day, but Phase 6, we got 3 entries into Phase 6. They've already got hard dates, actually, which is wild. So Fantastic Four, we know, is going to officially kick off Phase 6 of the MCU November 8th, 2024. Coming right around the bend. And then we got 2 Avengers movies coming in 2025. We've got Avengers. Am I reading this right? The Kang Dynasty. May 2nd, 2025. They went with a really poor name there.
Yeah.
It was looking them in the face. It really was. And Avengers Secret Wars, November 7th, 2025. We're getting 2 new Avengers movies. Holy smokes. That's a lot. That is.
It's nice to just see that title, just to have that Avengers right there.
I have a question.
Yes.
I have a lot.
Is Venom considered like in the canon, or?
Tom Hardy's Venom?
Yeah.
At least in another universe, in the multiverse, yes.
I'm saying it's like I've seen Secret Wars here, and that's technically, I believe, where Spider-Man got the symbiote costume, like while they're out and like fighting in space and shit. So,
sure. I mean, I think they just probably need to like fully purchase that from Sony. I think it's still like being licensed and everything else. I think like the business side is one thing, but like we've already gotten a crossover in a sense in one of the after credits where Venom kind of sort of exists in the MCU ish, maybe.
That was more of a winky kind of thing, really.
I'm like looking at some of the shit. Like they got Fantastic Four, which is very important. They got Kang. I mean, Kang's already been introduced. Like Secret Wars has like there's a lot of people in there. And it's like I'm looking at these dates and they're pretty relatively close to each other, but I don't know, man. It's
now there's 5 theatrical slots in that Phase 6 that they haven't revealed.
filled in yet, yeah.
D23 is next month, I believe. That's probably where they're going to reveal more of that stuff. Man, like hell yeah! I'm just saying maybe we'll get a Fantastic Four cast then as well. Like,
I just want to say that Tom Hardy was not able to be considered for my X-Men cast because I considered him to be already in the MCU.
Oh shit!
I did not consider him either.
Oh fuck!
I just wrote him down as Mad Max. So
yeah.
Well, I need a new beast. Okay. We'll do that on the fly there. Wow, good one, Kayla. Good catch on me fucking up my list. I think one of those slots. So one thing we did not get announced in Phase 6, but it's got to be there, right? Is X-Men, right?
Yes.
X-Men. X-Men.
So we've been teasing it
think
out a little
so.
bit.
Yeah, I think they got to be a part of the war. Like, I don't know.
They're already talking about Illuminati and shit. The seeds are all over the place at this point. I don't know, man. I mean, they're in the Secret Wars, so it's got to be in there somewhere. 5 slots. It's just 5 X-Men movies. Let's go.
Right, and we're going to reveal the cast of this.
Right here, before D23. So
Yeah,
whatever you
and it
see
is-
at D23 is wrong. And we are right. M23 is what we're calling this.
Okay.
Nope, that's not what we're calling it. We are group casting the X-Men film that we know is coming. We know it's coming. And we've all come up with lists of who we think should be in our new X-Men cast. And we're going to round table it, come up with what should be the best. I had Tom Hardy as Beast. I'm going to put that right out here and say that I
We're
forgot.
starting with Beast.
No. I'm just saying that I no longer have Tom Hardy as Beast because I completely forgot that Venom exists and he was actually really, really good. So I'll.
Well, this is a discussion because I'm sure there are some mistakes that some things I've looked over in my casting choices as well. That's why we're going to talk about them.
That's what we should.
So, are we trying to make a little consensus? Like, who?
I think
I thought
so.
that's how it was.
I would like that, yeah.
All right.
Because there are some that I feel real good about in mine, and there's some I do not feel real good about. So I'd like to mash up.
Who
Oh, yeah.
should start off? And I don't mean from the cast, but I mean from, well, I guess I
Character?
don't mean from the podcast. I mean from the cast of the movie. Yeah. What character should we start this off with?
Morph. No.
Charles.
John Mulaney as
Fellas.
Morph. Yes.
You gave us a list of 5-7 specific people to do, right?
Well, I think that the core 4 in my mind of the X-Men are Wolverine, Cyclops, Jean Grey, and Storm, plus Professor X and Magneto as opposing forces. I think a lot of arguments can be made for a lot of other X-Men. You got the cast of the animated series.
Gumby.
You got a lot of things, but I think at least if we get those 6 down and feel good about them, I'd feel good about it, and then go from there. I think Mike has 11. I think he said.
What about Pyro?
I
Mike's
have
got
11, but I got a lot of backups. I got a lot of if we want to cast young, if we want to cast old, I got it.
Yeah.
I
That's a
love
good
it.
question.
I'm just
Well-
gonna preface. I'm mostly here for the ride. I've been very busy. I had to take my chihuahua to the doctor yesterday, so
Oh,
I
damn.
didn't get to put a list together. So
Well,
It's all right.
you have a wealth of X-Men knowledge, so you will
I
still
do.
be useful.
Judge us harshly.
I wrote down jokingly Jason Statham is Charles Xavier.
Oh man.
Just picked a random bald guy.
Doesn't have to
He
shave.
came up in my research. I'm not gonna lie.
All right. So, do we start with the
Patrick
heavy
Stewart.
hitter? Like, do we start with Wolverine? He's at the top of my list, but we don't have to start with Wolverine.
That's a toughie.
Let's start with Cyclops.
Okay.
Oh, God,
right.
let's get the one nobody likes out of the way, I guess.
I dig it.
All right.
I want
Cyclops.
to like Cyclops. I hope we get a good Cyclops.
I'm not super confident with my Cyclops based solely on stature. Cyclops is a tall dude. He's like a big.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Yeah, he's the quarterback.
I don't think
I
I,
went-
picked a very tall person.
I went with a guy who can definitely fill out the suit, and is good looking, attractive, can be a team leader. I went with Zac Efron for my Cyclops.
Ding, ding.
You also went with
Same.
Zac Efron? Wow.
Not a bad choice.
He's just I thought he was taller, but he's like
I know. I'm like, let me look up his height.
5'8" or something. Like he's like an inch taller than me,
Yeah,
so
He's a little bloated baby boy. He can't.
Little bloated baby boy. Wow.
He's got skin in the game.
Yes.
That can't be our leader of the X-Men, guys. Come on.
Hey,
Well, who's yours?
feel free.
Can't have that. I let me just preface this with saying I would trade all of Marvel TV in order for Wyatt Russell to not be a fucking character already in Thunderbolts. I would want him to be Cyclops.
Oh, good call.
If I could.
It's a good one.
I was also thinking Chris Pine. Chris Pine's a little too old.
Yeah, he's getting up there now.
You can do it anyway, though. Really, I mean, like.
Well, I was trying to think about what they're going to do. I think the team's going to be pretty young.
Yeah, that section of the team, yes. I kind of have that too.
Right. I think everybody might be kind of young. I don't know. But my final choice wound up being George McKay from 1917 and Captain Fantastic. I think he fits the build really well. He can be a leader. He's kind of a leader in both of those movies. And I just picture him with a visor and it just works. I don't know. I think
Slap a visor on him.
Man.
that would
Yeah,
work.
that's a good one. 1917. I like it. Yeah, and he's younger. He's on the younger side, right?
Yeah, I think he's 30.
Okay.
But
With
he's
movie
got,
magic, you can make him look real young.
yeah.
Efron's 35, so yeah. I went with a lot of I went with all kind of over the map in terms of age. I thought, in my mind, in my fan casting of it, is like they're already doing all this multiverse stuff. That these will be like X-Men from another. Like, I don't know that we're doing an origin or anything else. Maybe we are. Probably are. They'll probably go young. They'll do some Disney, stars or something. But in my mind, it's like these X-Men have already existed and fighting on Earth 579 or something like that, and somehow meld into the MCU universe and like as pre-existing. So you can have people who are not new, fresh faces, that kind of thing. And maybe also recast some people who've already been cast in the Sony stuff. But I like the George McKay. What do you think of that one, Kayla?
I mean, other than 1917, that's all I really know him in.
Right.
He's good. I think he could handle, Cyclops is about just focusing on not destroying everything at all time, just having the will and the restraint and the focus to fucking not just use his beams to just destroy everything in his path. I was also thinking Miles Teller for this. And I know he was Mr. Fantastic in a Fox Fantastic Four movie that was really bad. But that never stopped them from casting, Chris Evans as their lead guy before.
Interesting. I've gotten a new appreciation for Miles Teller recently.
I'm not selling my Miles stock. I like Miles. I don't know.
Kind of dug him. Kayla and me just watched this movie called That Awkward Moment, right? That was the one, Kayla?
Yes, Miles Teller and Zac Efron and Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah. There's one of the...
Give me a black Cyclops. Michael B. Jordan. That's my choice.
I wish. I would love him.
Can't do it.
Killmonger is the greatest villain in MCU history.
I know.
You're silly.
I think he's great. I don't think he's the
go.
greatest, but he's really good. He's top 3.
If you've seen Whiplash, which I know Eric hasn't, Miles can just do like the one-on-one against Wolverine, that kind of bickering stuff. Really
Yeah,
well,
yeah, that was my
He's kind of a dick. Yeah.
right with the McKay person. He just by looking at him, and he's what I do know him in. He is very nonverbal in a way. He doesn't really have a lot of expressive douchiness.
I feel you.
He's a little too charming.
I would say I'm a bigger fan of the Miles Teller pick for my money. I like the Miles Teller pick quite a bit, actually.
I like it too.
The Rooster making it.
Be locking it in.
Let's put it in pencil, even though I wrote it down here in pen.
Yeah.
Let's pencil it in. I like it. Okay, so Cyclops, the leader of the X-Men, the squad at least. Do we want to do Jean Grey, his love?
Sure.
I got Daisy Ridley. I want more Daisy Ridley. I want Daisy Ridley in the MCU. She's already in the Disney universe.
Disney universe, yeah.
And I think she's really good as Rey in Star Wars, and I think she could easily do Jean Grey. So that's my pick, Daisy Ridley. You didn't also have that one, Kayla, did you?
I did not.
Good. I would hate if our lists are just fucking the same.
Should I go next?
You can.
Sure.
Yeah, whatever.
Sure.
Yeah.
See this. I know that you guys can do this, so I'm gonna lean into you. Her last name is Ronan, the lady from Lady Bird.
Saoirse.
Oh yeah, Saoirse Ronan.
Wow.
Ding ding ding. Yeah. I was nervous because I'm like, this is a top tier actor. You know, she's pretty
this list is going to
serious
be
about her roles.
X-Men's going to win 30 Oscars with the cast that we're going to come up with.
Yeah.
I think
she's
she's statuesque. She fits the role so well. I don't know, just visually, and she's got the chops. I love the pick, Kayla.
Yeah. And I think she just has like such a feminine internalism that doesn't rub me the wrong way. I don't know how to explain it. She does like angry woman really well. Like she does,
but not hysterical. Yeah,
right.
She's like
right.
strong angry
she feels
woman.
grounded.
Yeah. No, I like it. Fine, Daisy, get out of here. I think you guys made the right argument.
Yeah, that was.
I
wasn't expecting that one. But
a
the
great
second
pick.
you mentioned it, I was like, yeah.
She can do red hair. She can. She can be a good telekinetic badass. I don't know.
All right. You guys are good. You guys are good. I'll get one of mine.
I
don't know if I'm gonna. I gotta really power through my Wolverine. I think here.
No, I like mine better.
Well, we'll see. I don't know.
I know you guys aren't gonna like mine.
Are we doing Wolvie first?
No, I think we should do
next?
Storm next, maybe.
Okay.
We got Cyclops. We got Jean Grey.
I just want to bring out the point that canonically, Wolverine is 5'3".
Yes.
So.
Mm-hmm.
I went with a shorter. I didn't find anyone 5'3", but I went with a dude who's the same height as I am, and I've always fashioned myself as the Wolverine of this podcast. You know,
okay.
Even though Tomas is slightly shorter than me,
I'm shorter than you. I'm hairier than you.
Much stronger. Yeah, you're. But I'm still
My
still the Wolverine.
Is casted in adamantium.
Yeah. Let's do Storm though. Before we do Wolverine. I really dig. She's gone by two different names in her career. She was known as Thandie Newton. Now going by her actual full name, Thandaway Newton. British actress. The reason I love her anyway, she's really fantastic in Westworld. She's been in the Mission Impossible movies. She's in Rock and Rolla way back when. I like that movie. So I think she's got the chops, but she is a little older. She's in her late 40s, and I've always seen Storm as kind of the mother of the X-Men. That she's a little wiser, maybe a little older. So I was casting a lot of 30 somethings as the primary cast, and then Storm's kind of the older sister, if you will, or the mother figure. So I went with Thandaway Newton. I just really dig her too. And I think she'd make a great Storm. She's pretty too.
No.
Halle Berry.
Halle Berry.
We're just keeping Halle Berry.
No.
You know what happens to a toad when it gets struck by the pigeon, bro?
God.
And
Strike
you.
it from the record.
Should I go next?
Yeah, why not?
I just really want it to be Lupita. I just want Lupita to become Storm somehow.
See, I want her to be Black Panther. I hope she takes up that's my hope. Is that she
That'd be
becomes
cool.
Black Panther. Lupita's fantastic.
But if I can't have Lupita, I like, I'm going to butcher this name. Ayo Edebiri. She's in The Bear. She's my favorite character in that show. Great Hulu show.
Yeah, I just started watching that, dude. That show, first of all, flares up a lot of triggers in me. Just too much shit going on in that kitchen, but
Oh yeah,
But it's very antic. Yeah.
I enjoyed it a lot, but
she's kind of the second in command on that squad, that cooking squad. She has to earn the respect of everybody. She has, she can be light and funny. She could command the room. She can kind of do it all on that show. And I think she'd be great.
good.
Who'd you have, Kayla?
I have Zoe Kravitz.
Oh,
Okay.
oh,
Yeah.
She's not in anything that would make her not, right? She's just in the Batman, which is totally separate.
Which is
in the
DC, so it doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Right.
She took that motorcycle to Wakanda.
Yes,
She's
you
gonna
rode it to
fucking
Wakanda.
Storm. I like it. I like it.
Oh, man.
I love
Yeah.
Zoe.
I'm not gonna
I'll see
get
you
my.
later.
I love Zoe.
I like your guys' choices. I like where Eric was coming from, though. Like the slightly older Storm character.
Yeah, I like her.
Like in the comics, she was kind of like the mother figure. It's like you got to understand that like a lot of these younger characters in X-Men were like abandoned by their families, especially like your Kitty Prides and your Jubilees. Like in the comics, they kind of look to Storm as the mother figure to help them with some of those like more human issues that they had to deal with growing up. So, but
Yeah, that's really where my head was at with my casting.
I like that reasoning.
I also had Naomi Harris as a backup as well. Another just good English actress who kind of I sometimes get the two actresses.
I don't recognize that name. What was she in?
She most recently has been in the Bond movies. She's been in a lot of stuff. But yeah, the Bond movies. She plays
Was she in
M, or
Was
not
she-
M, Moneypenny.
Oh, okay. I think I'm thinking of the lady who was in Captain Marvel.
Oh,
Maria
Lashana
Rambo.
Lynch. Yeah, Lashana
Yeah.
Lynch. Yeah. Yeah, she would have been a good
the
Storm,
one who
I think.
the one who drove that that thing.
I'm willing to let Eric get Storm. Storm's fine.
I like Bandy. Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
There you
All
go,
right.
Eric.
I'm not arguing against my
I swung for the fences for you, buddy.
I've got a huge crush on her too, so
Ooh,
that's my Storm.
look out, Caleb.
Do we do Wolvie, or do we have some side pieces?
Morph.
I got a beast. I got a row. I got a couple beasts. I got a few
got a
rows.
Gumby?
I had a beast.
Gumby?
I don't have a beast
I
anymore.
have a beast.
I feel like Beast is
Let's do
pretty.
Beast.
He's pretty on the stable, you know.
Beast is next.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nicholas Holt.
All right, Eric, you had your one.
He was
Edit that
already
out.
beast.
My beast is really young. I picked Cooper Hoffman.
Ooh,
That's a good pick.
wow, that's fun.
That's a good pick. The Coop could do it.
The
It'd be a
Coop
young
could do it.
beast. It'd be
Be young, but he can be young. He's figuring
Coop
it
to
out.
Beast is what I'd call him. Oh man.
Yeah.
I mean, you just get Kelsey Grammer back on the fucking phone. That's all you do. Because he was,
He's the Beast.
X3 might have been one of the worst X-Men films, but man, they nailed Beast in that. But
Yeah.
if the Blues are calling, tossed salads and scrambled eggs, I got to get Jesse Plemons as
Oh God.
as the Beast. I think he can handle the intellectual side of it and the physical side of it with Beast. So that's my pick.
I was real proud of my Cooper Hoffman pool.
Man, I like them both.
Pretty good.
I like them a lot.
Those are good.
Yeah.
This cast is going to cost a lot of money.
Yes. Well, it's the mouse, baby. You got all the money.
Plemons definitely fits if we're doing like the 30-ish year old. It's so far what we've got. Miles Teller's like 35. Saoirse Ronan's like 35. Beast would also.
We need some elder statesmen.
Well,
Yeah.
Candy Baby. She's like 48, 49, something like that.
Yeah.
Beast
I
is
got some
117 years
got some oldies in there. Which, if that's the point, then it doesn't matter how young the actor is. It's all gonna be
Beast is gonna
flexible.
They can make Beast is gonna look, it's gonna
Different
be a lot
anyhow.
of CG. It's gonna be like
She-Hulk. It's just gonna be She-Hulk.
Yeah, do we have a budget? Because if so, we might have to go with
We
Coop.
already broke it.
I think we're looking at about $400 million at this
I got some big ones in there.
We're looking at
a lot of money.
I really like Jesse, though. I do really like Jesse Plemons.
Jesse
We're going-
Plemons.
we're going
Great
Jesse.
choice.
That's a good
I'm
one.
going. Locking
He'll
it
do
in.
it for some points on the back end. He won't take a
Right,
salary.
yeah, he's smart. He's smart.
He's gonna pull a Forrest Gump.
Merchandising. He's gonna all the merchandising, all the action figures.
He's gonna get 10% of the Kane Gang merch.
Smart man. Do we all have rogues? I've got a rogue.
Oh yeah.
I got a rogue.
I've got a Rose
Shitty.
Leslie for rogue. Rose Leslie for my rogue. No Rose Leslie fans in there.
I like it.
It's a lady from First Class, right?
That's the lady who's married to Kit Harington.
Who is
Oh, gotcha.
in
gotcha.
the Game of Thrones? Mhm.
Yes.
Married to Jon Snow.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. The fan casted Aloy in a lot of people's hearts.
Mhm.
I really liked her. I thought she was really, really good in Game of Thrones. That's like the only thing I've ever seen her in. But
She climbs walls and fights people in it.
she's
It's
fiery.
pretty solid,
Yeah, she's like a
pretty
badass.
work for
Spitfire.
Aloy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm just so not saying mine because I'm like stuck between two. So I want to see what Mike says.
Okay, I
Ooh.
dig it.
On the fence.
I had 3 choices, but the one that really is perfect for me is Jessie Buckley. She can- She's got if you've seen Chernobyl, she basically can do the fucking rogue hair, like that big 80s looking hair.
The biggest hair.
She can mimic like no other. I'm sure she could do, the sugar, like she could do the accent. I would think she could do
She's
the
Southern.
physicality. So I want her in that green and yellow with that jacket.
Save
love-
it for a different show, Mike. Goodness.
Real.
Hey man, I put a lot of love, blood, sweat, and tears.
I can tell.
I mean, of course, Jessie Buckley is one of my all-timers. I love her, but
She's fantastic.
she's
See
got to
Men,
be rogue.
folks.
Who you
It's
got,
a good
Kayla?
one. It's a good one.
So is Rogue Southern? Is that
Yeah.
supposed to be? She's Southern.
But I went with Rose Leslie, who I think is like Irish. So
So
both
is
of your
Jessie.
guys
They
are
can do
Irish. Yeah.
Southern accents are easy.
yeah, I do them all the time. They sound great.
She's like angsty, right?
They all are.
She's feisty.
I mean, there's different kind of rogues. I want the rogue that's kicking ass from the '90s cartoon.
Yes. I want the one that calls you Shug.
I don't want Anna Paquin rogue. I don't want emo rogue. I want.
But even that rogue was still like was constantly dealing with her own PTSD and her issues with like literally not being able to touch anyone or like have a relationship or anything like that.
Make out with Gambit. You know?
Yeah, I mean that rogue was damaged as well.
Yeah, but like when it came time to fight, she was like all in. You know, she wouldn't have been all about that like serum to cure the X gene shit that the other rogue was all about.
Mm-hmm. I got Kirsten Stewart listed.
I was thinking her too, man. Because
I haven't seen the not the Crown, but the Queen, whichever,
Spencer.
Princess Diana,
Spencer,
which I'd like to. I've heard really, really good stuff about.
it's a good.
I mean, she does action. She did Charlie's Angels reboot.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I think we all got 3 good ones here.
She's real physical in Underwater, one of my favorite recent movies.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Underrated is what I call it.
Aliens can swim, you know. Xenomorphs.
Love it. Man, great picks. Great picks.
I think Tomas is going to have to be the decider here.
Oh, Lord.
Can we have 2 redheads on one team though? If we picked Rose Leslie and you know we already got Saoirse Ronan, it might be.
That's what movie magic is for. You know, you can dye hair.
Rose has red hair.
Right, understand.
She has auburn hair. Okay. And she got a white streak in there.
Tomas is voted.
I mean, it's gonna be a wig, anyways. It's gonna be.
Can we have 2 people named Jesse on our team? I don't know.
Ooh, okay, making a hard push. Jesse Buckley, that was Mike's, right? Then we got
wonderful.
Rose Leslie,
and Kristen Stewart.
That was Kristen Stewart. That's hard.
This is a good. I like this. This 3-way.
I saw like an hour of Spencer, and I couldn't stomach it much further than that. The movie's rough. But like looking, Kristen Stewart's face does kind of say rogue to me a little bit. Thinking, I'm like imagining in my head each one of them saying "sugar" to me or "shug."
I said that's for another show. Gosh.
Keep going, Tomas.
We don't get horny on the main feed of Machine of Nonsense, all right? That's for our paid-only subscription.
I'm going to give this one to Kayla. I just see it more with Kristen Stewart.
I dig it.
I like it.
Kristen.
For a younger rogue, I was thinking Chloe Grace Moretz.
Oh.
Younger rogue, but...
That's not a bad choice.
But the Buckster.
The
Buck out there. I had to.
It's a good call.
Does anyone have a Nightcrawler?
I do have a Nightcrawler. I've got a fun Nightcrawler. I like my Nightcrawler.
It's gonna be blue anyway.
Right. Bill Skarsgård, Pennywise himself.
Oh shit!
I think
the man.
Yeah,
that'd be a big Nightcrawler. Big man.
He's gangly. I mean, Nightcrawler's just a weird gangly like creature.
That's kind of true. He did like he got the weird like. Got mantis arms and shit. So.
Yeah, I think like what that would entail and everything else, the weird face, the makeup, all of that. I think it's that's the pick for me.
Looking at pictures of him now, man, he's going to a lot of makeup cover up that face.
I think I have 2 really good Nightcrawlers, and if one gets Nightcrawler, the other is Morph.
I like the way this is going.
I want Daniel Radcliffe as Nightcrawler.
I like that.
I think it just fits. I don't know.
That's funny. I had at one point I had Daniel Radcliffe as Beast.
Okay.
One blue beard. I could see it.
Kind of dig where your head's at a little bit. I guess we're both thinking blue.
And then my other Nightcrawler, who is the perfect morph, is Barry Kagan, who is from Dunkirk. He's the new Joker in the Batman. He's the creepy face guy in Green Knight.
I think it's pronounced Keo.
Really?
I think so. Yeah, it's Irish. It's weird.
It's a kite Sith situation.
I think so. I think so.
It's a Kate She.
Well, anyway, he's that guy with the face from Green Knight for me. He's the creepy
guy with the face from Green Knight.
And he was my backup for Nightcrawler, but he's Morph. So Daniel Radcliffe is my main for Nightcrawler. I think I got Kayla's vote. I got Harry.
That's true.
I made like a long list. You know, I don't know if I could nominate one of.
Have one. Good.
Of actors that I, like and could maybe see them and stuff. And Nightcrawler, I guess I'm not just familiar with enough. But so on my list is Dave Patel. Is that something he can do? Dev Patel, sorry. Said Dave.
Dev Patel is going to be someone else.
Oh, boy. Okay. Let's see where
you got a long list over there, okay? Move some stuff around.
Son of a bitch. Okay, well, someone picked the right. Anyway, we'll get to that one, I'm sure. Wow.
So we going Radcliffe?
I like the synergy that I at one point had Radcliffe down as Beast, and then there's another blue character, and
good man.
Nightcrawler just needs to be someone who's kind of small and
not necessarily small, gangly,
small, beaten down, living life in the circus.
Yeah, he's just got a weird frame to him. He's kind of he's always like a mantis is the best way I can describe his character.
Yeah.
He can do, in Swiss Army Man, he can do the weird physical.
I can give it to Daniel. I'd like to see him.
Can we do Daniel Radcliffe as Morph and Bill Skarsgård as Nightcrawler?
I don't know who Morph is.
Morph
it's not important.
Morph doesn't matter. No, I'm fine with Daniel Radcliffe as Nightcrawler. I think
he's really good.
I think he's solid.
I remember rewatching the animated series a couple episodes, and the first episode I was like, "Oh fuck!" Morph, yeah, that's a character.
They wanted to make Morph a thing so bad.
Big part about
so hard, man.
Oh, all right. Are we good? Did we decide? How did you feel about Daniel Radcliffe as Nightcrawler? Did
I wrote Daniel Radcliffe down.
Okay.
Nice.
Well, then that's official then.
Gambit?
I had a Gambit. I had a little bit of an elder statesman Gambit myself. I feel like in my canon, Storm and Gambit were maybe some of the earliest X-Men, and kind of hired by Professor X and stuff in this alternate universe, and one's a motherly figure and one's the deadbeat dad. My deadbeat dad Gambit is Keanu Reeves.
Too old.
He's deadbeat dad.
He's deadbeat dad.
Yeah, he is deadbeat dad.
Mine, and he's pulling double duty now, is Bradley Cooper.
Ooh.
He can do Rocket and be Gambit.
Yeah, he's just a voice.
Think about Licorice Pizza and how skeezy he is in that, and how he's gonna be trolling around the school for gifted youngsters, hitting on everybody.
Oh no!
The trench coat. He can have the hair. He can do Narland's fucking, accent. I think he'd be a great Gambit.
I agree with you on all points. I like Bradley Cooper, but I made a point because at one point my Beast was Jeffrey Wright. Who I think is fantastic. I think he would make a really good Beast. He's current day Kelsey Grammer, but he's the Watcher.
Yeah,
and I couldn't have him.
Not a phase.
Not a phase. Well, Guardians is a fucking phase, man. So,
but there's a difference between being a voice
Being a physical character.
and doing the thing.
I agree. I had Karen Gillan on my long list.
All right. Well, what do you got? Did you have a Gambit?
I don't have a Gambit.
I'm gonna say older Gambit, Pedro Pascal. I just like the way his face looks for it.
Pedro. I kind of like Pedro.
I mean, if I can't get Zac Efron as Cyclops, I could vote him here.
Zac Efron is not in the X-Men. Kayla, I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. I gotta come with things to say. That's all.
I can't.
Man, I don't know if I can stand for Bradley Cooper as Gambit. I don't know if I can. It's a great choice, but he's Rocket.
Rocket's completely different.
Is Vin Diesel your Professor X now?
No.
He's bald.
Right. He's
Howie
Groot.
Mandel. That's
Those two
Professor
characters
X.
are never going to talk to each other, okay?
God
It doesn't
damn it.
matter.
Secret Wars, man. Rocket and Gambit are gonna have a whole fucking thing.
Sean Gunn does the fucking mocap for Rocket, but he's still fucking in the movies. Like, he's still two characters, basically.
All right. Kayla and Tomas weigh in on Bradley Cooper as Gambit.
I like it.
I'm fine with it.
My other option was Gosling. We got to get him in
Ooh, the guy.
somehow, and I don't know where to put him.
Just shove him in there. Get him in.
I mean, I just watched The Gray Man. If this is a swap out, I'm fine with Goss.
Honestly, not that bad.
He could easily do the Cajun.
I'm looking at. He looks pretty swarthy in most of his face pictures.
He's very charming.
Yeah.
I'm writing it down. This is a pen.
Oh,
Gambit's Ryan Gosling, folks.
I like that.
All right, fine.
As the Wolverine of this podcast, I made an executive decision.
As the
you're gonna love
Cyclops.
that. It's my Wolverine.
It's the Cyclops of this podcast. I'm gonna cry about it.
Do we have anyone else who's not a heavy hitter before we get into the heavy hitters?
John Barenthal is Colossus. That's
That'd be fun, but he's my Punisher, you know.
Oh, Punisher's done. They're not bringing that back.
I don't know.
I think they have a fine Colossus in Deadpool already. I think they could just
you're right.
Roll it in.
use
That's
that.
good Colossus. Wow.
So
Okay.
we got 3 left, the big 3.
The big 3, I think. I like calling them the big 3.
Let's start with Wolvie before we get to the leaders.
Yeah, we're talking Wolverine, we're talking Professor X, we're talking Magneto, right? Those are the big 3. We all agree.
Swag.
Yeah, Wolvie. Let's go Wolvie. I don't think he's going to win, so I'll just throw him out there, throw him to the Wolves, if you will, the Wolverines, if you will. Emil Hirsch. I think Emil Hirsch is a fantastic actor. He's about the right height. He's bulked up before. If you've ever seen him in Lone Survivor, he is he's like a Marine or whatever in that, or a Navy SEAL or something. I think he's got the right. He's done like intensity before, like angry intensity in like Alpha Dog and even in Lone Survivor and stuff like that. Like I just really like Emil Hirsch. I think he needs to be in more stuff as well. And he's worn chops before. If you search Emil Hirsch, there's a picture of him with like basically Wolverine hair. And I don't know. I like Emil Hirsch, but who's better?
Me.
You go first.
I got Taron Egerton as my Wolverine.
That's a good one.
Good Wolvie.
We know he can fight. You know, he's the Kingsman. He's actiony. I think he's got like some. While Wolverine is very like harsh and stoic, he still does have like some quippy lines. So
I think Miles Teller is going to punk him out.
Oh shit!
I think it would be. I think it would be a face-off.
Ooh.
I mean, Miles Teller's Mr. Steal Your Girl. I mean, Wolverine. I don't know. Is
My
this your
Wolverine
dev?
is Shia LaBeouf.
Oh, get this bullshit out of here. I thought this was your Dev Patel.
No.
Shut up.
Miss Taryn.
You need somebody beefy.
Shia LaBeouf is beefy.
That's
He's
what I'm
small.
saying.
He can do the rage. He can do
You're
everything
gonna
that
send
you
him
need.
back to rehab, man. Putting him through that.
And he's the best actor out of the ones we named. That's my pick. Imagine him in and I want the old school Wolvie costume. I want the
Agreed.
brown.
Yes. Oh, you want the brown and yellow. You don't even want the
I
blue
want the
and
OG
yellow.
one. Yeah,
Wow.
I want Cyclops to have some yellow and blue now.
Ooh.
I'm
but-
imagining all these characters in their animated series costumes.
Sure.
That's kind of where my brain was. Just gonna put this out there real quick into the universe. Rob Schneider is 5'3".
That's it.
Well, that's the pick.
The animal.
Rob Schneider as Morph. Done deal.
Seth Green is 5'4".
Schneider
Oh
as
my.
a toad or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good toad. Oh man, Seth Green as Wolverine. You're right.
Frankie Muniz, 5'4".
God, Kayla, how do you feel about Shia LaBeouf as Wolverine?
I don't hate it, but I really liked mine.
I like yours too. I like everybody. I think everyone picked a fine Wolverine.
Such a hard.
This is the last one.
Hard to. I still think mine's better than Shia, but Shia's a good pick.
All right, if I give you, I'm willing to make concessions here.
Uh-oh.
Can we have Bradley Cooper as Gambit if we get Ryan Gosling as Wolverine? Is that a concession that I can make? Is that an actual deal I can make here?
But I don't think Goss would be a good. You think he'd be a good Wolverine?
He's just drive. He's just drive, Goss.
Wolverine's not drive though.
This one
Wolverine's not stoic, quiet. Hit somebody with a hammer. He's
outspoken.
He's
Kind of
Shia LaBeouf.
reckless.
Like
Yeah, he kind of is. Kind of like that.
Let's go, bub.
So,
Kinda
so he's
into
Bradley Cooper then, is Wolverine then, right? And we get Ryan Gosling as Gambit, and we're all happy. We're all happy. Everyone's happy. Fuck. Shia LaBeouf?
Not what I was expecting.
He's buff and he's the stuff.
Shia LaBeouf.
I bet you people hated Hugh Jackman back in the day. That was probably a talking point.
Good point.
He's a big man.
It's too big. God.
I mean,
I'm worried about Taron with his accent. I don't know if I've ever heard him do anything other than British.
It's a fair point. Right. It's a fair point.
They can do anything.
He can.
He can sing.
Shia.
He's pretty stoic, I feel as well.
Shia LaBeouf. I can't even spell that stupid last name.
LaBeouf.
Oh,
That's
boy.
LA capital B
Capital
EOUF.
I wrote
Acting
a lowercase
credits.
b.
Even Stevens.
God damn it.
Transformers.
Fine. So as not to make a 4-hour episode here, we'll put Shia there.
I like it.
I think he's gonna. I'm saying this like it's gonna happen, but I think he would be a great Wolverine.
All right.
Let's go.
So I'm announcing my.
No one said Kit Harington for.
He's already Black Knight.
Good.
So.
I'm glad he's a character that's never going to appear on screen again.
Hey man, we got a sequel series already. Apparently. I'm gonna do my Professor X and Magneto as a tandem.
Sure.
Because
Do it.
imagine this. Two guys walk into a...
1 cup.
I'd watch it with these two. Walk into a glass room, a glass prison, seated across from each other, chess set maybe between them. And those two guys are Gary Oldman
Ooh, okay.
and Daniel
I was wondering
Day-Lewis.
when somebody was going to drop Oldman.
Ding, ding, ding.
Gary Oldman
Yeah.
and Daniel
Yeah.
Day-Lewis.
Coming out of retirement for Magneto, I'm guessing.
For Magneto, yes.
Yeah.
Magneto, yes. Daniel Plainview as Magneto.
It's really good.
Oh my god, that's yeah.
All right. I have Gary Oldman as Charles Xavier.
Very good choice. That's
Yeah.
why.
Bald? Gary Oldman bald?
Gary Oldman bald.
Yeah.
He could do anything. He was half bald as in The Fifth Element. So.
Yes, he was. I'm thinking of that side of his head.
That was a long time ago.
He looks old now. Gary Oldman's looking like an elder statesman of Hollywood.
I've seen him in Slow Horses. He's a slow horse. And I don't know. I just have a hard time.
Here, get this. Put him in a wheelchair.
Yeah. Yep.
There you go. Rolling.
Oh, man, I love. Who's your Magneto, Kayla? If you don't mind revealing.
My Magneto is Cillian Murphy.
Oh,
Fantastic. Would make a great Magneto. He's my backup Magneto, I think.
I like both of your guys' Magnetos. I do not like Gary Oldman for Professor X.
For Charles.
So we've had 2 great sets of these characters already.
yes.
We have.
We've had old versions. We've had young versions. I want to mix it up. My Magneto is Dev Patel,
Ooh.
and my Professor Xavier is John David Washington.
Wow.
From Tenet,
Holy
Black
shit.
Klansman.
I like John David Washington.
He's Professor X. Dev Patel, we can age him up. He got aged up in Green Knight. It looked great.
Yeah, that's true.
I just picture him with that helmet on, the long, slinky stature, floating in the air. Like I know it. I know it doesn't fit the character. The Jewish background and everything of the character.
Absolutely
They can change all of that.
But it still would fit a minority. Terrible history.
Yeah, I don't think
My
Daniel
brain-
Day-Lewis is Jewish, so it's kind of the
Might
same
not be.
argument.
Cillian's Irish.
Oh, Daniel
Yeah.
Day-Lewis is Jewish?
I said
could be wrong,
Cillian is
but it might-
Irish.
My initial research, I just looked for just Jewish actors.
Oh, wow.
nice.
Okay. Well, shit. I hit it. And yeah, Cillian Murphy's Irish gentleman, but
Man,
Wow.
In order to get DDL out of retirement, he's gonna have to learn how to bend metal with his
He's literally gonna have because he's
he's gonna do it though.
acting.
This is how we get mutants into our world.
And
Daniel Day-Lewis is gonna figure out how to do it.
He is the key.
This is how the next phase is gonna save on CG as well. So he's just gonna bend the metal.
I want John David Washington real bad in the MCU somewhere. He's one of my favorites. Damn.
All right, well, let's just take it one at a time. Who are you talking about?
Yes.
Well, Mike said John David Washington as Professor X.
Professor X.
I do like the synergy that we both went Gary Oldman, Kayla. That's fun that we both did that. But it's a little on the nose. It's a little very much
I don't
us.
think it works. So I don't know.
But if you go John David Washington, so we're changing their backstories. So if we went like John David Washington as Professor X and Daniel Day-Lewis as Magneto, for example, there's a significant age difference. They wouldn't have known each other for decades, as is the normal canon and stuff like that, right? So
Age him up.
Yeah, you can age up
Make it
people
work.
pretty well. Now, my only problem is we've been talking a lot about the '97 cartoon series.
Sure.
I don't see Dev filling out that Swagnito suit.
No one's going to like.
I want a buff old Magneto.
Oh, so then it's just the guy from what, Don't Breathe and Avatar, right?
Yeah, that guy.
Dude, super ripped. Okay.
I like all our choices for Magneto. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like John David Washington as Professor.
I love him.
As do I.
I love him.
I could see him in a wheelchair.
What do we feel about John David Washington and Daniel Day-Lewis as our Professor X and Magneto?
Well, what about Cillian Murphy?
Yeah, what do you feel about
Hey,
Cillian Murphy?
I said Cillian Murphy like I think 2 weeks ago or something when we finished Peaky Blinders, and I said, that might be my new Magneto. So I love Cillian Murphy.
Not bad. He's got a hell of a
Plays
jawline.
damaged. Yeah, hell of a jawline.
I guess
Oh my
I did
gosh.
say my
Shit
my
hurts.
picks were
That's why he wears
pretty
the
silly.
helmet, just to protect people from his jaw.
You can cut fruit on that big boy.
I think DDL would just overtake the whole thing. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. And maybe Magneto should.
Pointing at you.
But
He's a dominating presence.
yeah, like, man.
John David Washington and Cillian Murphy for our tandem.
I like Dev.
Dev's great. I want Dev. Dev should be Beast.
No, he's gonna be Mr. Fantastic. I think Sean Fennessy was right.
Oh, well, there you go.
man.
So we're already getting him in Fantastic Four.
I could see
I
that.
could do that. Next
Wow.
up, Fantastic Forecast.
We didn't plan on it, but let's do it. Let's make this I said 4-hour episode. Let's do it.
I can't do it.
No, I
Got
don't.
places to be. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Yes. The bladder is calling. Toss salad and scrambled eggs. Yes.
My vote is for John David Washington and Cillian Murphy. That's my vote.
I would not be angry if that was our Professor X and Magneto either.
Good combo.
I like it.
Let's recap, folks. All right. We have our X-Men, starting with Morph, Daniel Day-Lewis. No. We have Cyclops.
Literally morph himself.
I morph into your milkshake.
Oh, Morph Shake. It writes itself, guys. Come on. This is beautiful. Okay. Oh.
I've got the shakes to make you quake.
God damn it. All right. Cyclops, Miles Teller, Jean Grey, Saoirse Ronan, Storm, Tandaway Newton, Beast, Jesse Plemons, Rogue, Kristen Stewart, Nightcrawler, Daniel Radcliffe, Gambit, Ryan Gosling, Wolverine, Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah.
Professor X, John David Washington, thank you. Magneto, Cillian Murphy. What a cast. $400 million budget. It's going to make about $5 billion. It's going to get
all that
Best
matters.
Animated Oscar for some reason. It's sweeping the Oscars. It's getting everything. Best Short Film.
It
That's,
saves the world. It literally just
does.
ends war.
It
pulls
brings
us out of
Daniel
all
No one
Day-Lewis
leaves
out
movie
of...
theaters anymore. They
The
just
after
watch.
credits is Daniel Day-Lewis as Morph, I think, in this one.
Oh, that's the post credits.
I kind of...
DDL is Galactus, baby. He's
Oh, he's literally gonna grow to that size for the role.
Oh.
Cultivating mass.
yes. When he's done cobbling shoes, he will.
He's just gonna start eating this planet to get into character.
Oh, good
God
stuff.
bless him.
We compromised, guys. We got Shia LaBeouf as Wolverine, and I'm not furious, okay? I think we did really well here. I love this list. I'm going to say
Let him be furious. Let him handle that. You know?
He's fast. He's furious. He's Wolverine. Shia LaBeouf. Episode 87 is in the books. We talked San Diego Comic-Con. We talked X-Men in Phase 6, probably. And we cast the X-Men. Holy crap, guys. That was fantastic.
Oh, boy, you're gonna get this struck, bro.
Bum, 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 bum.
Oh, so good. Yeah, that's a wrap on episode 87. You can join us, join the conversation. Leave us an email at machineofnonsense@gmail.com if you'd like to hear your voice instead on this podcast. Anchor.fm/Machine of Nonsense. There's a little button where you can leave us a 1-minute voicemail. We'd love to hear from you. I post questions on Spotify when this release. We get some good answers. Tony, Tomas's brothers, answered a couple of those. Demetrius has answered a couple of those. Look for those. We love to hear from you guys. And of course, we're on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We got Monstars, our Facebook fan group, always posting there. I've posted everyone's top 5s from our MCU conversation. Check us out. We're all over. Tell a friend. We're getting out of here, and we're saying X-Men.
X-Men.
X-Force.
Welcome to die.
Perfect.
See ya.
Bye.
That's good.
Bye.